Yeah. Dad's not here. We can do anything we want.
Now we can talk about Ninjago. Yeah.
And 1 and 2 and 3.
Stop that.
No
way.
Haha.
We can play with toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool, right?
Yeah. No.
Hope her dad doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Hey, why you got along without me? I'm supposed to do the last thing. Stop snapping. And stop dancing or else I'm going to kiss you one of the last.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
Ew!
Ew, you.
I cast the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Ba-da,
Ba-da, ba-da. I can hear that.
Hinoli.
Jingle soda.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's that? I don't know. You want for coffee?
1 and 2 and 3.
Let's do some exercise.
Alright guys, you all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if you're ready. Are you? What? You have gone live? Before? Oh man! Alright, give me some space, okay?
No way.
Ah.
Too bad. Too sad.
Alright, so hi everybody. This is Melvyn here.
1, 2.
The Melvyn Live Show. Well, I wanted to do a live broadcast today because I just wanted to, bring in a little bit of, spontaneity. Yeah. Anyways, I just want to be spontaneous. I want to bring on a live session, and then I invited these two. But little did I know that they have actually started the live broadcast without me. So
You said to do that.
But so what are you guys here for?
To play.
Huh?
Play.
All right. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Moses. I'm King Esther.
You are what?
Pink. Pat.
So what's your name?
Papa. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Can I have some space here, please?
No.
All right.
No
Okay.
way.
All right. So what are we going to be talking about today?
Smacking.
This checklist thingy or
Live thingy.
The checklist. Right. We're going to be talking about the checklist. So friends, I want to share with you about this checklist, and this checklist actually go way back in
2015.
Yes, in 2015, right? Well, in 2015, what happened was that I decided that I wanted to create an online course. I think you're covering my face.
I wanted to create an online course.
Yeah, I wanted to create an online course because I had this program that I was.
What this program?
Okay, I have a program on self-discipline. You know what self-discipline?
What?
Okay, self-discipline means that you are very self-driven. You do things on your own.
What's self-driven?
What's self-driven?
That means you do things on your own. You do not need someone to tell you what to
do things on your own.
Right? Like you will know when to go and wash up. And by the way, I just realized that you all took both my caps. Anyways, so self-discipline. And what happened was that, so I had this very popular offline course that I have been conducting year in, year out. And one of the things that I thought was that, hey, if only I could put this course online, what's gonna happen is that I'm definitely going to make a lot of money. You know.
You are looking at your phone.
Yeah, you know, I'll be making a lot of money, and so what I wanted to do was that I decided to put it online, and then you know what? You guess how many people bought the course?
0.
Esther,
0.
you guys need to have a bit more confidence in me. Anyways,
5.
huh?
5.
Esther, how many do you think?
10.
10. All right. Okay. Well, the truth was that no one bought the course.
See?
I told you.
I told you.
Oh man, you guys have to.
How much do you sell it for?
Okay, so I wanted to. I was gonna sell the course for $299.
Holy! Holy! Whoa!
Yeah,
My
well,
gosh! My golly!
but you see,
I
when I sold it offline, I was selling it at $200 per person. So what happened was that, you know, in the online, I wanted to sell it at about the same price because otherwise the people would think that they can I have it back?
No! Give away the cat.
That you know, if they have bought their course online, it will be cheaper than if they have attended the course itself. So anyway, what's going to happen was that I decided to sell the course online, and no one bought. And so what happened was, careful
No
because
one
you might hit the camera and it might drop. So no one bought, and you know what? I was really upset. The time you were born already, yeah, 2015, yeah. So I was really upset, you know, because you know why?
Why?
I thought I would make a lot of money, and then we can go on our 1-year trip. Remember? Yeah. So I thought that, you know, I'm just gonna create this course. I'm gonna make lots of money, and then we can go travel around the world, and I'll be selling this online course.
But we did.
Yes, we did. You know, but you know, I was thinking that while we were on the trip, I would be able to sell the online course, but of course, you know, that didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
That's why our trip was only 1 year. Otherwise, it could have been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
100 years. What?
Yeah. So can I have it back? Yeah. So what happened was I decided that after, you know, putting in so much time and effort into creating an online course that no one bought, I decided that I want to do one thing. You know what's the one thing that I did?
What?
You make a guess. Oh, it's got nothing to do with unicorns.
Ninjago.
As
Play video games.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to trace back.
Want to trace back?
Yeah, I wanted to trace back what is it that went wrong. So you know what went wrong?
What went wrong?
Well, there are a few things that went wrong. Number one was that I created the course, then I looked for people to sell it to.
Should do it the opposite.
What?
Do the opposite way.
What is the opposite way?
You should look for people to sell it to before creating it.
Look for people to sell it to before creating it. Why do you say that?
Which only makes sense because one way doesn't work. You try the other. Yeah.
Okay. Are you saying that I don't make sense?
Yeah.
So
bad.
So, you know, yes, it's true. What he said was true. One of the biggest mistakes
Yes.
that I made was that I created a course, then I went to look for people to sell it to. But then I have a question for you.
What's up?
I already had people buying the course from me.
Can be.
Yeah, it was, Esther, can you sit down? You know, when I was selling it on offline, people were already buying the course from me. So by thinking about, you know, if on the offline people are already buying, then if I put it online, people will buy, right?
Huh?
Does it make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Wait, I stopped listening. Let me see. 20 seconds ago. Can you repeat?
You stop listening to
Because I'm
me.
looking at this thingy.
Okay, you don't look at it.
I stopped listening.
All right. So my question was that I was already selling the course to people offline. You know what's offline, right?
Yeah.
That means I go down, I do the training and all that good stuff, right? I
Yeah.
already do it offline. But then I'm thinking, well, if offline people are already buying, you put online, even more people would buy, isn't it?
Why? Why?
Because people are already buying it offline, so it's natural that people will buy it online.
Not true. No.
Why is it not true?
Offline is better because you get to go to the place and enjoy an aircon. What if you're home in the living room don't have aircon?
Yeah.
And
And you
last time
get
the
to put
virus-
out your legs and watch TV.
Right, so there could be many reasons why, just because your course did well offline, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do well online. So that was the number one mistake I made. The number two mistake that I made, you know what was that?
Whoa.
Do you know what was that?
Yeah.
What is it? What do you think it was?
Oh, I know. You accidentally press sell the course when you haven't completed the last slide of it. Right?
No, I created everything and then I clicked and then I put it up for sale. What do you think was the mistake I made?
That you didn't show the slides.
That I didn't show the slides?
Yeah.
You are very, very close. You see, the thing was that many trainers, like myself, many trainers think that, oh, if I show people all my training slides, then people would know everything. Then why would they want to buy the course? Does it make sense?
Yeah, a little bit. But when you make the video, you're supposed to tell people about the video. Right?
About the course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was that, a lot of time, we think that, oh, we have to keep everything to ourselves until when the course is ready, then we put it out there, and and so before we start selling it, we don't talk about the cost at all, because people might come in and they might know, and then they won't buy from you anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if you have. Let me ask you, if there is a show that is coming to the big screen, like for example, Mulan is supposed to come, right? Yeah. But if they start showing you, different bits of Mulan, when the show comes to you, would you still want to go and watch it?
No.
No? Why not?
Because we really like seeing the whole movie.
Huh?
We like seeing most of your home almost all.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people think. That's what a lot of trainers think. They think that, if I put out everything, then people would know everything that I'm going to sell or I'm going to be teaching. Then no one would buy it. But the reverse is actually true, Do you know why?
Right.
What reverse?
The reverse means that, if you start putting things out and you start telling people what is it that you're going to be teaching, and you teach them bit by bit by bit, it actually works better. Do you know that?
No.
Do you know why it works better?
No.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that as you start sharing your content, you start talking about what you're going to be teaching, and you start teaching people bit by bit. After some time, if that thing is really useful for your learners, what they're going to do is that they're going to be hooked, and they are going to be looking forward to what you have to share.
Wait, not hooked like they get hooked on something, right? They literally get hooked on hook.
Not literally, but figuratively.
Knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Making
So
that up.
yeah, so they will be excited about it, and they will be looking forward to it, and they will be wanting to find out what else you have to say. And one of the key thing that really works. You know what that is?
What?
People would say that wait a minute. If whatever he is giving for free is already so good, imagine what he's giving away. Imagine what he has for sale. Wouldn't it be better?
Yeah.
Right? If for example, what's your favorite toy? Ninjago Lego, right? So imagine they give you small little pieces, but they don't give you the complete set. They give you small little pieces, and the sets they give you, the small ones are already so good. Would you want to make sure that you want to get the paid one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would think it's better, right? So that's the number 2 mistake that I made. No, I kept everything to myself. I don't not want to tell anybody. And then, by the time I put it out there, no one knows it, And then, what's the third mistake I made?
What?
The third mistake I made was not just in terms of marketing, not just in terms of talking about
What's
the
a
cost.
marketing?
Marketing means that if you have something, you need to promote it, right? Like today, good question, right? Like today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be promoting this checklist, okay? And so what you can do is that you can actually check out this checklist. It sounds like a tongue twister. Check out this checklist, and what's going to happen is that you will see on your screen now.
Well, I can tell you a better tongue twister. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he?
I can tell you a better tongue twister.
Well, okay, what's yours?
What? How much wood chuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much more would Chuck try if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could. And chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Okay, we're not talking about woodchuck or chuck wood or whatever. We're talking about the checklist. So if you want a copy of this checklist, it is ready and it's for sale right now. Click on the link, right, and you will be taken to the page where you are able to make the sale. Actually, you're blocking me.
Okay.
You're able to get a copy of this checklist at just $14. All right. So back to it.
Wait, I'm gonna say the website. http://mail MEL capital M
Doesn't matter.
.to/CHECKLIST.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Okay, so what's gonna happen is
I'm gonna sit on you.
yeah. So the third mistake that I made. You know what was the third mistake?
What's up?
The third mistake that I made was that I tried to sell it in a place. I tried to sell it in the place where many other people are also selling.
I don't get it.
Okay, let me give you an example.
It's like a market, like
Yeah. It's like a marketplace, right? So, for example, if you go to a marketplace and you do not know what to buy, right? And then you go there, you take a look, and then you see this.
Then it's like not food, like it's videos.
Yeah, it's like you go to a marketplace and you wanted to buy this toy, right? And then you see someone selling this, and then you see another person selling this. What are you gonna do?
buy the cheapest one.
Buy the cheapest one. Yeah, that's right. You will go there and you will buy the cheapest one because you say,
But
well,
why both are the same price?
well, if both are the same price, then who would you buy from?
I won't buy.
Why won't you buy? No one can see you though. You're out of frame.
Ooh, I'm back.
Why won't you buy?
Because I want to buy one. I'm just going there to see which is more expensive and which is cheaper. So then I won't buy it. I'll go somewhere else.
You go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, that's even worse. So
Then I will see which is the cheapest. Then I'll go back to the places that's the cheapest.
exactly. So what happened is that when I tried to sell my online course in a place where a lot of other people were buying as well, what do you think people will do? People will start comparing price, right? They will say that okay, this one you're selling at $299. This person is only selling at $199. Which one would you buy? Yeah.
The cheaper one.
Huh?
I will buy $299.
Why?
Because I want to support you.
Oh, thank you. All right. So those were the three.
But they're all different one.
Huh?
They're all different one.
What all different?
They're all different videos one.
Yeah, they're different, but then in some ways, people didn't know that, so they think it's the same. So what happened was that from there I learned, right? Oh, by the way, if you have got questions about the question about the checklist, feel free to put it in the comments, and I'll be glad to answer the question.
Right here. Oh, sorry. Right here. Okay, you can see now.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about the checklist. right? So
I created it.
No, we created it.
And this guy did not help. We did it.
all right, guys, calm down, right? So this checklist essentially is a PDF downloadable checklist.
What's a PDF?
PDF is portable document format.
What's a downloader?
Oh, okay.
Downloadable.
Let me see it. Portable document fundament.
Wait, let me say. Pocket la panament la whatever.
Portable document format, a PDF download, right?
Portable document.
Anyways, so you can get this checklist.
It's on my face. It's on my face.
Right? It's you can get it.
Not a box.
Okay, can I continue?
It's on my face.
All right, so I'm this checklist. There are 4 parts here. Let me tell you what are the 4 parts, right? So it's for those of you
Only
who,
one eye.
for those of
watching.
for those of you who who is this checklist for?
Me.
Well, it's for
Me.
anyone who is an online course creator. So it doesn't matter if you already are a trained online trainer, or you are new to online training and you want to start creating online course. This checklist will apply to you, because the first part that we're going to be talking about is what I call you can teach, and this is where I'm gonna walk.
No hand gestures.
I'm
No moving mouth.
well, so you can teach. Basically, in this part here, can you tell me what is it about you can teach?
Why teach?
Huh?
Why teach?
So what does why teach means?
Why teach means want to teach, and then why teach means how to teach.
All right, so you're gonna talk about why you want to teach, right? We all want to teach for various reasons. Okay. No, and secondly, some of you might be thinking, what am I supposed to teach, right? So I have this checklist to kind of help you explore and think about what are some of the areas that you can teach.
That's a phase 1.
Right? And then I would also share with you how to teach, right? Just because you are an offline trainer, or just because you've done some training before, doesn't mean you can teach online. Online teaching is a very different thing, because for those of you who have attended, I'm sure all of you have attended online Zoom meetings and all that stuff during this lockdown. Yes. That's on Facebook, right? So the thing is, if you have attended any of this Zoom meeting or whatever, you would realize that after a while, people's attention just wane off, right? So, and in the online space, it's going to be very different. So I give you a checklist in terms of how to teach. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 is
Fine. Phase 2.
what is phase 2?
Find your face learning too.
Fine.
Phase 2 is find your face.
Phase 2 is find your learners. This is terribly important, because if you have no learners, if you do not know who your learners are, and you are so if you do not know where your learners are, who are your learners, and where to look for them, then you're going to be a lot of trouble, because by the time you put out your course yourself, you will have a hard time trying to find people who want to learn from you. And then the other thing is you want to know how to earn their attention. You're blocking me again. You want to know how to earn their attention, because it's not just knowing where they are, but how you get them to pay attention to you. So that's the other thing. All right. So if you want the checklist, make sure you go to the URL. I've included it in the comments. Make sure you check that out. All right. Now, once you've earned their attention, the next thing you want to know is, how do you invite them to be part of your community? Right? How do you invite them to be part of your community? Because People know who you are. People know, what you do, but that doesn't mean that people want to be part of your community. And a lot of time, people mistaken that just because, I have 1,000 followers or 3,000 followers, or like in my case, 6,000 followers on LinkedIn, doesn't mean, yes.
If you have 1 million, then you get a diamond medal. Yay!
So,
if you have 1,000, you
so
get
that
a
doesn't
gold
mean
medal.
that you have 6,000 followers or
No,
10,000
hey,
followers. It means that they are your community. They may just follow you, but they may not be part of your community, right? So how do you invite them to be part of your community? And then in phase 3, that's where we're going to be talking about the interesting part, which is called
Pre-sell your face.
I'll say it.
Pre-sell your phase 3 course. Pre-sell your phase 3 faces on the
So,
link in the
phase 3 is pre-sell your course, right? So this is the time when I will share with you, I give you the pointers in terms of what you want to offer to your community, the initial batch of learners, how to prepare to create your online course, and then how to create a landing page so that you are able to offer your initial batch of learners. And then finally, after you've done all that and you have met your sales targets, that's where you come to phase 4. I'm not gonna ask you.
no
Phase 4
hand gestures.
It's called create your course, right? So this is where you really create your course. Some of you may be wondering, what tools should I use? Can I use my cell phone? Do I need a DSLR?
What's a DSLR?
This
No
camera?
hand gestures.
Or do I need a webcam? What is it?
What's a
I will
webcam?
give you all
No
the
hand gestures.
breakdown, the download details for you to do that. Okay, and then in terms of course design, right? Because I'm trained in online course design itself, I would also give you a simple framework, a 6-step framework, which will help you in terms of designing your course.
There are 6 phases.
6 steps. All right, and then finally, you have to set up.
Set up your own design
Set
tools.
class.
Yeah, you
Design
want to
tools.
set up your own school again, because if you do not set up your own school,
Wait.
you are going to be selling your course alongside
Wait.
many
If
other
you-
people.
If you are making your own school, how many pupils are you going to have? Where are you going to hire teachers? Are you even from MOE?
Yeah, do you even have students? How you go get students now with COVID-19? Do you have enough money to make a school?
Yes, I do. All
No,
right.
you don't.
Okay. And what's more is that if you picked up this checklist itself, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So for whatever reason, if you buy this checklist and you're not satisfied with it, or it doesn't meet your needs, send me an email and I'll be more than glad to give you a refund, provided it's within the 30-day period itself. So this is my guarantee to you. So what have you got to lose, in a sense, right? The risk is all on me, the loss is all on me. $14 US for this checklist, plus once you do that, you would also get to schedule a 45-minute strategy session with me. What we're going to be doing is that I will be talking to you
the 45
and,
Can I go in
and
the
share
45?
with you, right, and find out, how you can make progress in terms of launching your online course. Now is the best time to launch your online course because of, post COVID-19, things are definitely going to be different. All right, so with that, check out the checklist. at
Check out checklist.
at
Check out
mel.to/checklist. All right, so make sure you get the checklist. Make sure you check it out for $14 US, and you will get this checklist,
Whoa,
30-day money-back
wait,
guarantee.
wait.
Plus, you will also get a 45-minute strategy session
Wait.
with yours truly.
How much is $14 US to Sing dollars? Anyone can answer. I'll give you 50 cents.
All right. Okay. Now with that,
I'll give you 1 cent.
we're gonna.
I'll give you 0 cents.
All right. It's coming to 30 minutes. We are done with today's session itself.
No, wait.
Kids, do you want to say anything to your friends? The camera is there.
Hi.
No,
Hi.
wait. Let it be 30. Then you stop it. I want
Yeah,
to see.
wait.
Okay, you count down. You count down. Count down. All
6,
right.
7,
Ready?
8,
You count 10. Count down. Okay. 10.
9,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,